Welcome, here's another Fallout 4 settlement. This is Hangsman's Alley. I utilize this as my main base because it's rather easy to get early on, and I have a lot of supply lines going in here because I like the way that they deal with enemies out and about, so I don't have to deal with them and they give me free experience. Okay, this here is one end of that tunnel. I'll show the other end later on. But down there is where super mutants spawn. This here is a little side alley where enemies like to duck down. Now this is actually outside the build zone, but I've built this here stairway to get up there. I just hop from the top level there onto the merchant area here, just on top of the shacks and up here. Then hop onto that little window, then up to that roof in order to get up that way. Another little thing I did was I built this stairs to get up onto that roof, which also helps because it does wrap around and show a nice view of the river and the road along the river. Also offers more tactical advantages for when this place is under attack or when my caravan is under attack. Here is the merchant area. This storage chest, I put all of my extraneous gear that I want to sell in whenever this is not open or it's sold out. There's my crafting area. Going over here, going to cover, this is one of the entrances that natively comes with this place. There's a little door down there. I've built pretty much defenses. Now the native fast travel point is right there. This is also a spawn point for enemies, and they like to duck around the corner here, which is why I built that stairway over there to help get up on top to shoot at them better. Or they like to duck around that corner there, which I built that stairway in order to get over to the other side there and better shoot them. In addition, around this corner here where my supply line caravans usually get attacked, since on the other side of this building enemies like to spawn, and you can't really see it here, but maybe I'll show it. Right around this corner here enemies like to spawn too, so my caravans come down this way and into here, or up this way and into here, which is, that's this road and that road. So they'll be attacked by those two groups of annoyances. There's one of the awnings that gets in the way in the odd shapes. Luckily my defensive turrets cooperated about being placed onto that little railing there, which was a nice bonus. This little marketplace level, I built it this way because of that little nub. That little nub is annoying. While this roof and that awning are on the same level, that nub is not. And right next to that nub, there's a big hole in this shack, which can't be moved. So I built it all off that little nub. I may change it later and build it off of this third level, just to make it better. But that's going to take some doing to try and get it to match up nicely to the walls over here. So I just left it right now.
Huh?
That little shack, I cleared it out and filled it with beds. This whole level is cleared with beds. Now this level here and the level above it, I originally started off of this awning with a floor. I later removed that floor. In order to get this piece connect, I used a small square there, connected it, removed the small square. But this is all built off of just that area up there.
Yes.
And as you can see, it's still stuff getting in the way. And here's the second native entrance. This door is originally chained, but I figured that some settler would probably open it up anyways, so I just went ahead and dealt with that by building it and show you another reason I utilize that door in a minute here.
Biggest town I ever saw.
Here's another consideration is, well, this is the third floor, just more beds, food jukebox area. Now this area here is just defensive turrets, because here's the actual third entrance to this place, is that little alleyway there. Now this is another spawn point for enemies when this place is being attacked. I walled it in just so that I wouldn't have to deal with them as much, moving about and being an annoyance, and let the turrets up here obliterate them. Also helps because grenades will bounce off, then bounce back down in there. Going up here, I'm going to show the build cap. Is very short. Just going up on top of this, already outside the build cap, right there. Just that little difference there. It's actually less than that. I would have liked to have built something up to the upper roof, but the build cap limited that. And this was weird. These here prefabs, which are the first prefabs with that roof, they fit, whereas the flat ones didn't. That was weird. But look, just stepping up on this outside the build cap. This is another view of the crafting area. There's a storage chest I use for all the extra outfits that I haven't yet put on settlers. I couldn't move this large power pylon up onto the roof either. It was outside the build area, so that's a consideration. And the reason I have this thing is it was more forgiving than the flat roof about fitting there without being build in red, since I don't have the build in red mod. We can go down here. This here rubble pile was highly frustrating because it doesn't like to cooperate even with the shack foundations for getting them to snap into place. Here, of course, is the rest area for caravans. There's the artillery piece. It does still function, does the animation, it does blow this place to smithereens, which is surprising. Now, I've utilized just about every patch of usable dirt area for all the farm here, and also over there for the water pump farm. There's the actual workshop bench. Hardly ever utilize that. But that's one of the main attractions, is that there's not a whole lot of dirt area for building in. Another thing is that settlers don't like to come down to this end. They generally don't even like to come to this corner of this wall or anything past it. So that was kind of weird, because before I learned about building that little walled in area, they were all stacked along that wall over there without coming over here to engage the enemy. But final consideration is heading out this little door here is go right around this corner, and there's Diamond City right there. And there's the patrol route, so it's relatively safe to just walk out this way and walk up towards Diamond City, have access to all those vendors and all that fun stuff. And there's not raiders that spawn down this way. Now you can come over here, hop down over this railing, and that's the other end of the tunnel. There's a little side room with a vendor down there. Has only about 96 caps, so not a whole lot. But to get it back out, you have to run down this road where raiders spawn, or down the other end where the supermen spawn. That's Hangsman's Alley. I like it. So hopefully it gives him tips and tricks.